St. Tammany is an incredible place to raise a family, start a business, and accomplish all the goals you set out to accomplish. And it's a great place because of organizations like the Hope House. In these conversations, we're going to highlight some of the people who make the Hope House a reality and those heroes of our community that really put in the time, energy, and resources to make Hope House what it is. Thank you for tuning in. And welcome to In the Arena Podcast. All right, welcome to In the Arena Podcast. We're live at Heroes Who Cook. I keep messing that up. We're at Heroes Who Cook. And today we're talking with Jason Smith, Sheriff of Washington Parish. And I'm really excited because, the spirit of the conversation today, it's to let the citizens of our North Shore area know how important it is to support these big community events. As the sheriff, you utilize the Hope House as part of your everyday, right?
Every day.
And the Hope House protects our children. And so let's kind of talk about your relationship with the Hope House and how y'all utilize the Hope House at the Sheriff's Department of Washington Parish.
Yeah, I've been sheriff now for almost 18 months, and I think it may be the thing that I underestimated about life in Washington Parish is the extent, both in severity and in just sheer numbers, of crimes against children.
Yeah. And
children can't advocate for themselves. And so the Hope House and the services that they provide to us as law enforcement, but really to the children themselves, is astronomical. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's a very professional run organization, but the benefit to the children themselves and the benefit to the investigations really goes far and above anything that I would have expected.
Yeah. I being a lawyer, me in general, being nervous sometimes to go to court and appear in front of a judge. For a child to appear in that situation and have to discuss a traumatic situation and sometimes be in the presence of the person who abused them, it's a very hard thing for them to do. And a lot of times the testimony can be inaccurate. And having a place like the Hope House for the kids to go give their testimony in a safe, controlled environment, it allows you guys to do your job better. And for the DA's office to have a higher prosecution level, and it's a big deal. And so as a business owner, right? So you also own a business. You raise cows and beef, and what's the name of Smith Farms?
Smith Angus Farm.
Smith Angus Farm. So as a business owner, supporting these community events, how important it is for you to be involved in these as a business owner to get your name out there, your brand out there, but also to create a place where we can have safety for our children and our families in this area.
Yeah, I'm the sheriff in Washington Parish, and certainly there's a lot of difference between St. Tammany and Washington Parish. But if you can remember what Covington was like in 1990, it is worlds apart from where it is today.
Sure.
Like just 190 driving through Covington.
Yeah, for sure.
And all of that change is coming towards Washington Parish.
Yeah.
And we want to try to keep the value of the community that we have, but at the same time, lean into the change that's coming.
Yeah.
And that comes from having thriving businesses, from having people that move to the community that want to add value, and just add to the quality of life that we enjoy. Like we share a judicial district with St. Tammany, so we're kind of joined at the hip.
For sure, yeah, for sure.
But these events really go to show that we've got a lot more in common with each other in St. Tammany and Washington Parish.
100%. The common shared values in these organizations with the businesses in our community, I get a lot of times businesses ask me, how do you know which organization to support? Well, if you know enough about your business and the value set that you operate within, you can go find organizations like this one that align with the values that you're trying to put out in the community too. And that's how you have a common thread between who you're going to spend your money with, who you're going to sponsor, and all those types of things. So let's talk about your business a little bit. So y'all raise cattle and you're selling that to different restaurants across our area. So which restaurants are you selling your cows to?
Yes, we sell specifically to the Swamp Monster restaurant in Franklinton. Nice. When I retired from the Marine Corps, moved back, I really wanted our family farm to be able to survive.
Yeah.
And so we transitioned from a commodity wholesale producer of calves to a retail producer of meat. So I went through the process of getting our USDA certification, going to a slaughterhouse, getting everything packaged under our label with the weight, with the cut,
nice,
with the slaughterhouse, and we're able to sell to grocery stores and restaurants. We were selling to Jack Brown's in Franklinton for a time, but for some business reasons, we're not doing that anymore. We really just sell to customers.
Yeah.
People that want to know where their food comes from in today's world. You don't know what you're getting in the grocery stores all the time, but we're not going anywhere. You can find us.
Yeah.
If you're not happy with the product, you know where we're going to be.
Yeah.
And that's all we're really trying to do, provide people quality livestock and meat and add to the family legacy.
Can I get on Uber and get you to just drop me off a couple pounds of ground beef to my front door?
Yeah, we're not into we will deliver for a fee, sir. We'll have to work that out.
Everything's there for a fee.
That's right, for a fee.
So last thing before we get off, today you have a pin on your jacket, right? And tell me about that pin. What does that represent?
So I'm wearing a poppy. My last job in the Marine Corps was an exchange officer with the Royal Marines in England, and they celebrate Remembrance Day on November 11th, which is the same as our Veterans Day.
Nice.
And instead of wearing lapel pins with flags on it, they wear the poppies, and it comes from the poem In Flanders Field, where poppies grow between the crosses row on row.
Wow.
And so the American Legion back in the 20s, after World War I, started selling poppies, and the UK just kind of adopted it. So that is their national symbol for Veterans Day or Remembrance Day.
Wow.
And I just wanted to keep it going. It's something that people ask me about, so it gives me an opportunity to have a conversation about it.
Man.
So I appreciate you asking me.
Yeah, man, for sure. And I appreciate your service, man.
Thanks.
Great conversation. Thanks for coming on.
Good. Appreciate it.